Welcome to Let's Talk, hosted by David B Plemons, CPA Inc. Here, we will focus on the struggle, the juggle, and everyday hustle of small business. We will be here weekly talking to small business owners about their everyday struggles. We welcome your questions and comments, so feel free to email us at admin@plemonscpa.com. We hope you enjoy, and above all, we hope it helps.
Well, welcome to our show, Let's Talk, the hustle, struggle, and juggle of small business. Today we have Kim Krost of Integrative Healing. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about yourself and Integrative Healing.
I'm from San Antonio, and mom, did the whole mom thing. Kids got in high school, so I decided to see what I could do. And I was drawn to complementary medicine, so took some classes, started doing that, worked for someone for a while, and decided I wanted to start my own business.
Really?
My daughter graduated from college about that time, and then we decided to go into business together.
Really? So you're a mom and daughter team. How rare is that?
I don't know.
Oh, you're the first I've heard of a mom and daughter team. I've heard of husbands and wives, brothers and sisters even, but never a mother and daughter. That's interesting. So what is her degree in?
She has a degree in psychology.
All right.
And then for the past 6 years, she's gone to acupuncture school, and so now she's an acupuncturist.
Excellent. Well, tell us a little bit about Integrative Healing.
Well, our business is about 6 different kinds of businesses. We're a little different. So we provide services. So we have different therapists that sometimes rent from us. Sometimes they're part of our team. They're employees. And they do massage, acupuncture. Some people are psychologists. We have energy healers. So different types of folks doing different kinds of body therapies that are all complementary. And then we also have classes there. So we teach the general public and people that are looking to get their CEUs how to do the things that we do, reflexology, energy work, all different types of body work.
Okay.
And then we also host, so we have that classroom space available. So when we're not teaching, we have that available to rent.
Okay.
And then we help them, we host. Sometimes we market for them. That's a piece that they can buy or not buy.
Okay.
Then we also have our own products. So I'm a registered aromatherapist, and I make aromatherapy products, but I also make homeopathic products.
Really?
And since I'm from Texas, from San Antonio, we have a lot of allergies going on here all the time. So way back when I first started, I realized that was going to be a big piece of what I wanted to do. So we have products throughout the whole year for people to use. They're all natural, so we sell those. And we've added beauty products and all kinds of different products that we make. Some we make on site, some we have manufactured.
Okay.
So that's just, and then we also have a massage therapy store.
All right.
So we have a lot of massage therapists that take classes. So there's not a place where you can go and just buy massage therapy supplies like you can beauty supplies and things.
All right.
Unless you want to go online.
Okay.
So it's pretty hard to pick your cream online and see, feel it, test it, see if you like it.
Correct.
So we have everything for them.
Okay.
So we have quite a few different businesses all kind of combined under one thing.
Integrative Healing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Well, how did your business start? What prompted you? You mentioned a little bit about it, but go into a little detail for us.
So I was working for someone else, and I saw that was okay, but I really kind of wanted to expand and have more people working with me, not necessarily doing the same thing I was doing, but doing some type of healing work.
Okay.
And I could see in classes that I was taking that the more people that were kind of doing something alike together, it seemed to make a bigger impact.
Okay.
Like on your client. So more miracle kind of stuff happened.
Right.
So we offered that at the beginning. We had rooms that we could rent to different therapists. And now we're pretty big, so we have 9 therapists right now.
Wow. All under one roof.
All under one roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then your daughter, what led her to this? I mean, she was in school, and did you talk about the business or talk about, hey, why don't you join me? Or how does she get involved in it?
Yeah, that's a long time ago. So I don't exactly remember the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I know she had just graduated from college, and we may have asked her to help us with probably a website or something like that. She
Okay.
likes to do technical stuff.
Okay.
And then she just started wanting to work with us. And
Wow.
been my bookkeeper, and she does all kinds of things that I don't do too great.
Okay.
So between the two of us, we're kind of like one person.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be one, so to
Yeah.
speak. Got you. Amazing. Well, that's good. So tell us an example of a struggle that made you question whether or not it was the right decision to actually be a business owner versus an employee.
Well, we've had several because we've been in business since 2002. I think employee issues are probably kind of the number one thing that give you pause.
Yeah.
You want to take care of people, and most of the people that work for us are women. A lot of them don't have a spouse.
Okay.
So you want to be careful with them, you know.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the mom of the business, so it's taking care of people the way that you want to be taken care of.
Right.
And that doesn't always kind of come back the way you give it.
True.
So we've had some ups and downs with that.
All right.
We have a great group right now. So I think I've learned a lot about management.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my weaker points.
Okay.
But, you know, you just kind of live and learn, and you learn from your mistakes.
Right.
I didn't have a business degree background or any of that. My husband always had a business.
Okay.
So I kind of watched from the sidelines and saw what he did.
Okay.
He wasn't involved in this business. So, yeah, but nothing that really makes me want to, like, ever stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You enjoy the flexibility that entrepreneurship offers, I take it.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Glad to hear that. So tell us some of your supporting cast members who help make the business run.
Well, we have quite a few people that work up at the front. So there's 3, including Elizabeth, my daughter. And they're going to answer the phones, and people that have questions, they're going to direct them either about the products or services or classes or other things we do. So we count on them a lot. They help us with the shipping of the products and ordering and all of that. So they wear a lot of hats.
Okay.
So I really respect those girls because
Right.
they're like our gateway, and people find the right therapist to start with.
Mm-hmm.
They help them find the right products. They help them through everything. And I've had a lot of really great comments from people about, I'm so glad that they directed me to get this first. I want to try everything, but I think that's what I needed the most. So they really listen, and they really take care of people from the second they get them on the phone until they check out, you know, and they've left the building.
Okay.
So they're helpful. I have a graphic design person that I really rely on. She helps us with the way it looks and all of the little pieces that we need for products
and conveying,
signage.
yes, and conveying what you do and everything like that. Okay.
Right. So that's important too, I think, especially with a woman's business, to be able to convey that. We started out with a company, and they just didn't get us.
Okay.
And so it was really hard to kind of like talk to people about what it is you're doing, because it's kind of a different business.
True.
And have a look that goes along with all of these different types of businesses and makes it very cohesive.
Right. And that's critical because you're trying to reach a market that doesn't always necessarily respond to traditional marketing, traditional collateral pictures and things like that. Because it's almost like you're going into an alternative medicine versus traditional Western medicine. So that's a different mindset, a different view that has to be projected in your graphics and in your marketing material. And who else is a part of your supporting cast?
We have a salesperson that helps us with the products. She sells to all of our vendors. And I think the tenants that we have, the people that actually are renting from us and our employees, they're the face of us. They they embody kind of what we feel and what we do, and so we're all pretty much on the same page with everything. And nowadays I'm not afraid to have an empty room, so I'm pretty careful with the family.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, when you come in, you're part of our family. We all refer to each other. If we have a client and they're having an issue and we don't do that, we're happy to send them to somebody down the hall that can help them better. So I feel like they are a nice, strong group of women right now that have a lot of experience. Most of them are 20 years or more therapists. So it feels like a really good, strong group that we have going on.
Oh, that's good. So let's talk a little bit about how you determine when to add employees. What is kind of like your threshold? What determines when you add an employee? At what point?
When someone leaves. And we need to replace them, or if a room becomes empty and we need another therapist in there.
Okay.
But I don't usually go outside. I don't put it out there other than just thinking it. And then somebody usually shows up. So if I kind of put it out there for the universe, I'm looking for somebody and this is what they do, then within a couple of weeks or a month, somebody shows up. And
that's what you do. Excellent. So what bit of advice would you give your pre-business self, knowing what you know now, being in the trenches these 17, 19 years, what would you say to your pre-business self at this point?
Pace yourself.
Pace? Meaning what exactly?
Meaning don't work all day long at the office and then go home and work the other 3 hours before you go to bed on something.
Okay.
Because it's all going to get done. You don't have to exhaust yourself.
Okay.
And you don't have to prove anything to anybody. I think a lot of it was me trying to prove that I could do it. And didn't exactly know what I was doing, but I was going to work twice as hard trying to make it work. And it basically just exhausts you and make you into a crazy person. So I'm not going to, if I could tell myself anything, it would be to just pace yourself, enjoy every day, and, just use the talents you've got and rely on the people around you and do a good job.
Do a good job. Excellent. So what has been one of the biggest challenges for you? We know that CBD now is one of the things that I'll call it the latest and greatest fix it or fix all. So has that been a challenge for your company to actually get the product or license the product or integrate it into what you do?
Nope, it just kind of came along right about the time it started. And there was still some legal kind of rumblings out there that it was going to get outlawed and different things. It's not really marijuana, it's hemp.
Okay.
So there wasn't ever really any kind of thing that needed to happen with that, except the government needed to kind of figure out that that was a problem. But and we got on the wave as soon as it came through. We got the CBD in the office. We like the company that we use. And I actually make some products with it also. So I, with my background of formulating products, I was able to take that, and we have a cream, and we have some bath salts, and we have things that we can do with that. And people really like it. We sell it. It's great.
Wonderful, wonderful. So if you could give any bit of advice to a startup or new entrepreneur or even someone looking to go into your industry, what are some of the tips and foresights or some things you would make them aware of?
I think the biggest and best thing that's happened for small business is the internet. So you don't have to spend a lot of marketing money on print ads or catalogs, anything like that anymore. We really, really check with our clients. It's on their intake. We ask them all the time in all different ways, and our customers, how did you find us? If you have a nice website and it's clear and it reflects you, I think that you can get out there and get your business where people can see it without spending thousands of dollars a year or huge budgets on all of that kind of stuff. So that's a big deal.
Really? Wow. That is wonderful. So do you all do any type of events where you go out to, or you do sponsored events, or do you do anything that puts you out in front of John Q. Public in such a large way? Or are you basically word of mouth and that's how you've managed to grow?
Right. We did that for years and years, and it didn't seem like we were getting any kind of return on a lot of that. I mean, people were sweet and nice. They like it when you go to their events. They like it when you're doing your stuff. Not so much showing up as anybody showing up at your door buying anything. So no, that didn't really work for us. And then we did open houses for years where we do one Sunday a month, and that didn't typically do very much either. So I think a lot of it is word of mouth. Seems like, people do refer their friends and family. And then, like I said, the website. If you have a nice website, and especially if it's been up for 17 years, you're pretty high up.
Yeah.
And then you keep it updated and you keep it fresh looking, and it's easy to use, then people, they're going to do it on their phone. They're going to look you up. They're going to check your reviews. So if you have nice reviews and people say good things about you, I think that's a big part of, selling your business.
True enough. Because you talked about some traditional marketing efforts that didn't give you a good return on your investment.
Right.
And you had to learn that basically through trial and error.
Right.
But after you figured it out, you're like, okay, this isn't working for me, so I need to try something else. And that's what I want our listeners to understand. Certain marketing techniques may not work for your particular business or your industry.
Right.
And you were a perfect example of where we tried to open houses and they didn't generate enough return. And we tried going to various events and that didn't generate enough return. So for you, that website, what about social media? How do you use that?
So we have a dedicated person, well, actually a couple of people that actually have a calendar, and they, post, not daily. We tried that. That was a little over the top for a lot of people. That's just too much. But they do, put when something new has arrived, or when we have a service or a special of the month, they're going to put that up. There's a class that's interesting, things that will get people's attention. And then we have a newsletter, so people that come in, if they want to be on the newsletter, we just send them something once a month. And that's kind of like, just tells everything that's going on. And then they can pick and choose what they want to try and do.
Oh, good, good. So you basically have developed a relationship through your social media and through your newsletters and your various marketing efforts that allow your customers to feel like they're part of your family.
Right.
And then the word of mouth spreads, hey, this is a great place. I've gotten this service. I feel better, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden now, you just started to grow. So it was more of a grassroots effort in your growth than it was, we're going to go out and do this event, that event, and everything like that. And that didn't give you the best return on your investment.
Right.
That's excellent. So are you in the market for anyone new? Are you looking for a new body or a new anything?
Not really.
Not at this
We're
moment.
Full.
We're full.
And
wow.
we're happy.
Well, that's excellent. Excellent. Well, Kim, I appreciate you coming out today and talking to us a little bit about integrative healing and the mom and daughter duo at the head of this company. So what are your future plans? Where do you see integrative healing going in the next 5 years or 10 years?
I'd like to see our products go a little bit bigger. We're in H-E-B right now and Central Market and on Amazon. I'd like to see us get some bigger contracts with some other companies.
Okay.
And that's my number one goal right now.
Okay. All right. Well, we're wishing you success in that, Kim. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us on Let's Talk, hosted by David B Plemons, CPA, Inc. We want to thank our guest, Kim Krost of Integrative Healing, for sharing her insights into the hustle, juggle, and struggle of small business. For more information about any one of our guests, or if you have questions and comments, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at admin@PlemonsCPA.com, and don't forget to check out our website at PlemonsCPA.com for upcoming events and workshops. Have a great day.